guys, so this is my very first dragon picture. I don't think I've ever drawn a dragon before in my life. So I thought the best way to start is to follow a tutorial. So I found one on YouTube by Mark Crilly. Now I do follow his videos, he's an awesome artist and he's got lots of how-to videos. And he has actually got another dragon video which I did watch a little bit of, but this video here that I'm doing, like this drawing, is from his latest video. I will link to it in the description. So yeah, as you can see I've sketched out the main sort of part of the dragon starting with a box, and I've followed exactly what Mark Crilly did in his video. But this bit here where you can see I'm doing lines down the body, I decided to do the scales slightly different. I'm not entirely sure how, successful that was. I'm kind of wishing that I'd sort of tested it out first before actually committing to it, because I think it kind of looks like the dragon's like got braids or something. So he's kind of, yeah, not entirely sort of authentic dragon scales, but hey ho, this is just about, trial and error. And it's my first dragon drawing, so, it's probably not the best, but, it's the best I could do at the moment. Yeah, so basically this is just me sketching it all out, doing everything that sort of Mark Crilly mentioned in the video, apart from those scales of course. So I just used an ordinary HB pencil to do the sketch, but occasionally I did switch to a mechanical pencil just because the lead is a lot finer and I could get into the details a bit more. And you can see there's my Prismacolor pencils. I used the black pencil just to do the outline, and this is exactly what Mark Crilly did in the video, I mean if you haven't seen it already. And yeah, so there's lots and lots of circles to do with that black pencil. I'll tell you what, that was tedious. But anyway, I will let you watch it for a bit, and if you notice the light sort of gradually getting darker, it's just because I was sitting at my desk and I used the natural light coming through my windows, and obviously the sun started setting. So it gets a little bit dark after a while, and then I turn on the light inside so it suddenly illuminates. So I will leave you with the image for the moment, and I might come back with some more to say a bit later on. This is the part where I break out my Copic markers. I've got a set of grey ones. I think it's the cool greys. There's only about 5 of them. It was just a 5-pack. I have got some other colours, but the original video that Mark Crilly did was in just grey and black and white, so I thought I'd just do the same. Although I did change my mind and start putting in some colour a bit later on with my pencils. I just wanted to do a little bit of purple and aqua sort of highlights. I'm not entirely sure how successful that was. Oh look, you can see I turned the light on. Hey, illumination, fantastic. It gets a bit brighter as well, and I changed the lights. I turned like the whole indoor lights on. It kind of goes a little bit yellow, but at least you can see it a bit better. So yeah, here I'm just still doing the Copics, and there's the colour change of the light. So I'm just building up the colour bit by bit using like darker Copics as I go. I tried to get some highlights in those tiny little scale areas because I was afraid that was just going to look really flat. So this is all just about shading it really. I wanted to make it look like the light source was from the top, so the bottom of everything is sort of shaded darker. now I start with the coloured pencils. I wanted to use the purple in the shadow areas so that the aqua colour, the light blue, would be on the highlights and would kind of give it a pearlescent kind of look. I'm not entirely sure if I pulled that off, and I kind of think that I should have left it in black and white, but I don't know, I'm kind of happy with it. For my first dragon drawing, I'm pretty happy with it. The one thing I'll say about the white highlights, I started just with the white pencil, my white Prismacolor pencil, but then I went on to use my Jelly Roll white, opaque white pen. I haven't used it all that much. I used it once or twice on the Copic fairy video that I did a couple of weeks ago, and I remember when I used it then that I noticed that it doesn't come out opaque straight away. Like if you put a mark on the page and it doesn't look very opaque, don't go over it again, just leave it, and when the ink dries it will actually show up a lot more opaque than you actually realise. And I think on the dragon's eye is where I'm a bit disappointed in the way that turned out. I kind of went a little bit overboard on this white line underneath the eye, but I think it's okay. I tried to sort of fix it by putting some more blue and black pencil sort of over the opaque white, but I don't know, I just need to keep in mind that this pen is a lot more opaque than you first realise. So I'm basically just tweaking it now. I'm just adding in a lot of shading in those smaller scale areas just to give them some depth, and white highlights as well. I also fix up the nose a bit because I kind of forgot to do some scales and highlights, so there goes the highlights, but I did the scales in a minute. So yeah, this is coming up to the end, so I just actually wanted to say thank you for watching it all the way through to the end, and thank you for giving me a thumbs up and subscribing, I hope. I'm hoping to do a lot more videos and a lot more regularly in the future, so it would mean a lot to me if you could subscribe, give me a comment or two, and let me know what you enjoyed about it or what you would like to see in the future. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.